everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca. Today we're going to play with some relatively affordable makeup. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And by relatively affordable, I mean, I don't know, I bought it at Sephora and it wasn't terribly expensive. Let me just say this, as on behalf of so many YouTubers out there, we are not in charge of your budgets. So what that means is if I recommend a product that you find too expensive, or somebody else, you know, Allie Glines you're watching, or Angie Hot and Flashy, and you're just like, that product is way too expensive for me. I am not gonna buy that. You don't have to announce to them that that's a very expensive product that you're not gonna buy. Do you walk around a used car lot and just like point out the ones that are like really expensive and go, or a car lot and go, that one I'm not gonna buy. It is way too much money to the salespeople. I think it's sometimes kind of funny that I don't know what people's spending threshold is. That's not my business. And honestly, it's not your business what mine is. You know, if I decide to buy a $400 handbag and tell you guys about it, that's kind of, yes, I know I have a frugal channel, sort of. That is part of my channel. But I guess I just want to explain that everyone has preferences. Everyone has things that they, you know, allowance and allowance. And yeah, so if you think something's a little too expensive that an influencer is talking about, then don't buy that. That's all. That's all I have to say. Okay. But if you like any of these products, feel free to buy them. I buy makeup at Sephora all the time, and I buy some high-end stuff. I have some Dior stuff I picked up that I have yet to try, because I like to dupe things. Like, part of me wants to buy something really fancy and gets all the attention, and then I'm like, I'm gonna find an affordable version. And so that's kind of, you know, I use both. Now, the Say line, I think I'm saying this correctly. This is a primer that is a very highlighty, very luminous, oh my gosh, glowy, natural star glow, right? Yeah, this is primer. Oh my gosh, all of a sudden I'm doubting myself and I'm starting to use weird words. I do remember what kind of gave me pause with this product, because it smells like daisies. Like, it smells like when you go into the garden section at like Walmart or, you know, Lowe's. It's like, it smells a little bit like a flower, and I can't figure out what flower. So let's talk about Love Yourself foundation. I did a foundation review on this product, and it was a little bit, it was the day my dog died. I'm laughing because, my gosh, the coping is, so I didn't have a check-in for you because my face was just teared up. I do remember liking this. I think what I love about this foundation, I love the packaging. I love the price point, $22. This is a triple fix serum foundation. It has hyaluronic acid. I would say it is, you know, kind of that medium to full coverage that's buildable. It does seem very natural to me. In terms of, I felt like when I was applying it, I just thought, oh, this is good. And it's yeah, you know, it has good coverage. It feels nice on the skin. I have yet to see like how long it really wears, but it doesn't really have claims to longevity. It's more about like, it's got ingredients that are good for the skin and feel good and have lasting benefits. So I'm totally good with that. I'm using the BK Beauty Foundation 106 brush, and I think I'm kind of stippling. Let me see, do I want to, I don't remember in that video how I preferred the application, if I preferred sponge or brush. So I'm going to finish off with a dampened beauty sponge. Aha, yeah. And I pushed too hard. I basically picked up all the product. Usually, let me see if the BK Beauty 101 brush, yeah, there's something just a little more, the density and softness of these bristles, for me, spread the product without kind of pushing it around and, you know, like you're spreading it and it's staying versus just shoving it. I picked up a couple items that had been out of stock for so long. I have the setting powder, and I have the bronzer, and I have a cream blush. So I'm gonna go in with the cream blush. This is called the Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush. I have the shade Confident, and the packaging, it's okay, I just stuck my fingernail in it. Oh man. I just like it. It's different. They did a good job in being, you know, different. I like that it's flat. I like packaging that's flat on top because I want to be able to set things on top of each other. This shade is rose. Would you call that a rosewood? It's kind of a rosy mauve. Ooh, I know people love this cream blush. So, was it Khaki? I think Khaki loved it. And it's very nice. So this blush, it's called Matte, Satin Matte. It is, I think it's more than that. I think, you know, to me, the e.l.f. Putty blushes are very matte and almost powdery. These are pretty shiny, I feel like. And we'll see how much my skin, if it eats it. It's not disturbing the foundation. It looks really pretty layered like this. I like it. It's very nice. The Jouer Pen Concealer. I've sung its praise before. I think this product is so good for the price. It's $22, and I feel like it beats the Clé de Peau and some of the other fancy brands that have these cream concealer sticks. This is shade Custard. Yeah, you can use this. There's just a number of things you can use this as, because the way the cream formula is, it's very, well, it's creamy, but I find that it does such a nice job getting in. You can use it like a touch-up. That's what I'm trying to get at. But if you like a concealer that is this consistency, it's not, you know, doe foot, liquid, creamy, that kind of liquidy kind, but more of a solid cream where it's hydrating. It goes, it pretty much is just like where you put it. You know, where you place it is where it is. It blends beautifully. And yeah. So, and it's just, I just think it works really easily. I'm so impressed that they are only charging $22 for this. I feel like of products out there, this just feels like it would be packaging and everything. It just feels like it would be more. I'm gonna set this with, set everything with the Triple Fix powder from Love Yourself LYS Beauty. I have shade, oh, it's translucent. It's just Resilience in translucent. I'm just gonna gently pat over everything not disturbing product. It's definitely, you know, it's killing the shine, but it's fine. It's actually, well, it's killing the shine without killing the sheen. It's been a couple videos, folks. I have not said sheen. I'm gonna use the Demessa Myricks Color Fix. This is only $12. You can buy it on Beautylish. Can you buy it on Beautylish? Or Sephora, or Demessa Myricks. I can't remember. No surprise, I'm pulling out my eye stories from the Sephora collection. I've got the coffee one. Is that what this is called? Eye Stories palette in Caffeine Please and Flowers, something flowers, fresh florals. I believe they still have these on their website, in their store. I don't know, they're $10. They wear beautifully, they're very compact, and I like the packaging because it's cardboard, so it seems to be eco-friendly. If you want to spend maybe a little bit more, but not a ton. This one is from LYS, and they have a more mauve-y rose toned one that I haven't picked up yet, but this is called the Little, and it is all neutrals. It's actually pretty good in terms of, do you see, like, it has the black, it has the, you know, it's really got everything you need for a one and done palette to create looks. And yeah, so, and then if you want to spend $25, you know, if you still want to spend a little more, I suggest a Natasha Denona mini, because these are fun. These are fabulous. They're not cost effective. I think if you were going to get, like I've shown you, the Glam, just get the Glam palette, you know, or buy like one of these. But don't, if you buy a bunch of these, I feel like you might as well buy the full, anyway. That's just how I feel. I'm gonna dip into the LYS one. I haven't used it in a while. It's this kind of just very beige shade as all over my lid. I feel like that's just a good, I think I'm gonna make kind of a strong, kind of a smoky, like a brown smoky look, you know, just like sophisticated but neutral, not smoky, not a smoky eye that's black or gray, but a smoky eye that's just like a lot of browns. It's funny when we say neutral. I think when a lot of us describe neutral, we think brown. Is that just me? I'm gonna use a smaller brush, and I'm going in this kind of a rust shade next to the shade I just put on. Do they have names? They sure do. Pony, and this is Lush, Earthy Matte Rust. And I am just putting that in here. I'm careful not to wiggle it around too much. Sometimes I tap the darker shade into the medium shade that I had already used, and I feel like for me it just kind of makes a blend that's more comfortable for me, you know, like I can go, ooh, I'll just sort of carefully build with that. I am going to take a Rephr brush. I love this Rephr 16. It's still in the concept store. It's for hooded lids. And I'm actually going in that earthy rust, and then I'm going in this dark brown called Smolder. So I'm kind of like graduating up to like dark, but you know, keeping, right? This brush, this is not a vegan brush. These are, I think, goat hair. I'm pretty sure no goats died for the creation of this brush. Do not come at me. I love this brush. I can't sing the praises any more than if you have a hooded lid and you want to just kind of make sure you've got shadow in the crease, but also a little high. Like that's what I do for my, you know, I've got all this area to cover, and that's what I like to do. I'm bringing this down with just what's left over on my brush, and I'm keeping it not down here, down here onto the lower lid and around. Like SpongeBob, bring it around. Okay. Surprise! I put my mascara and my eyebrows on. My battery died and I was like, oh, hello. And so then I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's not like you're missing much. The truth is the Kosas Airbrow is so good. I love this, and it's not cheap, but it's not crazy. You know, we're not talking Hourglass, but we're not talking Wet n Wild. But I like it a lot. And then for mascara, I am so much about drugstore mascaras. So this is basically the Maybelline, this one, Lash Sensational is what I'm wearing. Yeah, but I do love the NARS, the Climax, the new one, and I like the Charlotte Tilbury one. This one is good. And yeah, so there are plenty of high-end ones I do like. Oh, and I like Pat McGrath. Those are not cheap. So there you go. Let's do some bronzer. I totally forgot to put the LYS bronzer on. I'm gonna use my Alter Ego brush number 1. And I have shade Light. Yeah, it's called Motivate. And I think it's supposed to be just a matte. Yeah, it doesn't have any shimmer to it. It's very soft. It's a bit of it's warm. It's not, well, let's see. Yeah, it's funny. I feel like I'm doing my nose. Now I look like I've been out, right? Oopsie-doo. There's always that one chunk of bronzer. You just kind of, there. I like this. I like this. This is pretty. Kind of reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. We'll see. Oh, you guys, one more thing. I took the Natasha Denona shade from this palette right here, and it is, what is that? Pink Pixie. Pixie, or is it Galaxia? And I just put that on with my fingers, just on the lid. Okay, ooh, you know what I like about this bronzer? I think it is kind of a Charlotte Tilbury dupe. It's kind of blurring. It's very soft. It's very, it blends. You're not going crazy. It doesn't look patchy. It doesn't kind of go whoops and stick to a spot a little too much. It's really pretty. Let's do some highlight and then we're back to cream. I like this Sephora glow stick. It's really good. I think I've included it in some dupe videos. I'm gonna just kind of put it across my nose right here, which I'll wear sunglasses later and regret it, but whatever. I want it to look like the light is hitting me to make me look young. That the parts of my face of where the light is hitting are very buoyant. Buoyant? No, not buoyant. What's the word I'm looking for? Full? Full. I just want when the light hits me. That's our kingdom. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's Lion King. I don't know, I might have too much light hitting me right now with the ring light, but I do like this highlighter. It's very pretty. So yeah. The Sephora Rouge Liner for lips is really pretty. Everything's pretty. Yeah. And I forgot it was twist up and I tried to sharpen it again. So I'm cool. It's my thing. I'm lining my lips. Ooh, yes, I do look very, very shiny now. I'm lining my lips. Let me see. I need a little mirror. All right. I'm kind of overlining just a bit. Especially where this lip so my lower lip is bigger. That's always the case. And I'm not going to be able to just kind of like, ooh, make my top lip as big. I mean, I could make it as big, but that's not me. So I just kind of overline a little at the Cupid's bow, just a bit. And then what I do is I take it up versus out, because my mouth is very wide. So I'm trying to kind of do a little bit of the Clara bow thing where they look full, but not like a Joker. But I think I've still got a horse mouth. I've heard it all, you guys. I get comments about my mouth. Okay, yeah. If you do this little middle thing, apparently you get like an Angelina Jolie look. So let's just dig in with Jouer lip balm. The Sephora lip stories are, oh my gosh, those are like, I love those. I love those so much, but I kind of always use them. So I feel like switching it up. And so I'm going to go with Amaryllis. No, this is Rose. When I make my makeup line, it's going to have everything. Oh, this is Rose. Okay. It's going to have everything in giant print. I like the Amaryllis too, because it, yeah, it's not mask proof, nuh-uh, but it feels good. Also, Ihilana, I've got to remember not to talk. Doing this is sort of my way of blotting. I feel like if I blend the liner and the lip product together with my finger and kind of do this out, it sort of makes for pillowy lips. And I'm kind of blotting it, kind of getting rid of any excess that might get on my teeth, you know, that kind of thing. And I like doing it that way, because sometimes when you just take a piece of toilet paper or like a Starbucks napkin, which those are the best for blotting, it almost sucks up too much product. So the reason I do it this way is when I'm just kind of, you know. So here we are, full face, luxury makeup, not breaking the bank. All right, folks, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you sticking around. If you've made it this far, I hope you subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. And thank you so much. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.